Okay, this is gonna be a demonstration for working on your, using your planning to create your logo drawing. Okay, so I did want to just show you where this assignment is. So this is part of the assignment. I'm just going Canvas here. So you're going on Canvas. I guess I can just do 1B. You guys are all kind of in the same spots. This is gonna be for assignment number 10. It might be a different number for the other group. I think it's 10 for both. So number 10. So drawing your logo ideas with your initials. So pretty much this assignment that you're doing is you're just using the ideas from your planning assignment, and I want you to create 5 different logo designs using your name initials. So it'll be 4 points each. So that's how you get 20 points total for the assignment. And these are some suggestions on things you can do with the logo. You can combine mixed drawings to create a logo. This could be a different words about yourself are the same. Use drawings to illustrate a personal story about yourself. So the example that was in the interview video we watched before, the cell phone emerged in the water, showing like the cell phone's like, still functional even if it's in water. That was like, that was like considered creative for the person. So sometimes the logos though don't really have to make sense in like terms of like what you're trying to communicate or what you want to draw. But as long as you have like a personal story to it, I'm typically fine with your logo design. You can simplify and modify some of your drawings you've done. And then the most important thing is you want to make sure to find a place to draw or add your initials, so your first and last initials. So a couple of considerations or things to keep in mind of, please do take your time with the drawings. I'm going to give you 2 class periods to work on it. So, one class period is going to be, watching this video, getting started. And then the second day is going to be just, just finishing up your drawing. So I do want to take your time with your drawings because we're going to be choosing like the best logo to do a drawing in Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so if you're really not happy with your drawing, it will not translate well on the computer. Okay, but in terms of like your drawings that you complete that you do, we're going to pick one of them to do as like your final. Okay, so whichever one that you would like to end up working on or you want to do, you probably want to spend a little more time with that drawing. So okay, so going back to the over here. So let me just show you how to get started with this assignment. So, you're going to get another blank sheet of paper. I'm actually just going to continue with like the same paper I'm working on. So, it's okay to have all your logos on this page. So, just to show you a couple of different examples of things you can do and, different approaches. I'm just going to show you like how I got some of these logos that I have here. So, if you look at my initial idea here, I'm going to zoom in a little closer. Oops, I keep confusing my zoom for the brightness and the brightness thing. So, under professional though, I chose like these 2 things, like the coffee mug and then this, very simple drawing of a tie. I was just thinking like, oh, real simple though. I was just going to put the tie and the coffee mug together. So that's kind of how I got this idea of the coffee mug and the logo. So this kind of represents like professional for me. And I was thinking like, oh, it might be really, really cool to put my initials in the smoke from the coffee cup. So that was just like, my little creative take on this idea. But, I'm probably going to go with this idea as my final. But you can see like I spent more of my time with the drawing where I outlined certain parts and made sure I made things look the way I wanted to look. Spent a little bit of time to try to organically create the smoke to put my initials. So you'll probably more than likely though, kind of like stick to one idea over as opposed to other ideas. So that was one idea. Another idea I had was, and you guys probably seen this with the light bulb and the brain from the other video. I put the brain in the light bulb, and then I had like the D in the light bulb. So that's an example of combining 2 things from Smart. So let me zoom out a little bit. So there was one example here, and I drew an arrow. So you see like this. Different arrows in different directions representing flexibility. This tree here, and then there's gonna be like colors here. So I went with this idea of doing like the flexibility here. to represent I'm flexible, and then using the different colors to represent like creativity. So, and if you want to, you can feel free to use like markers, because I feel like colorful markers still represent creativity in a way. So I went with the idea of like smart here, and then this wasn't any of my initial drawings. It was just like the coloring idea I had here. But I was thinking like, oh, this is kind of cool if I do like some paint drips for the brain. So that's another idea with the paintbrush in the brain. And then you're just going to be just kind of doing that. So, I would just kind of look at the drawing you have, see what you can do. So 5 ideas is really hard. I've got about like 4 really good ones that I really like. But, try to come up with 5 of them. Some of them may be a little more difficult than others, but, just keep working on it. So another example I could do is, what if I did this and this together? So it's like almost kind of combining and meshing ideas together. I think this is actually pretty cool. What if I did something like this, or I'll put them kind of side by side. I did you got your cap, for cap and gown for graduation. So you see, I'm like taking my time more with the drawing. And then if you want to, you can even use like the computer to help you with like the drawing itself. So, you want to go online, look for cap and gown. You can find like a drawing that'll help you with this. So obviously I can't really have this and show you my demonstration, but you wanted to do something, have like a guide to help you with the drawing. So this like seems like a pretty simple graphic, so I'm gonna just move this out of the way. But yeah, definitely use like references to help you with your drawing. So maybe I can have the obviously this cap is like in a different area, but I mean same idea though, same principle. I'm just gonna do like the cap here. So a little bit more time with my drawing. And maybe I can do this here, make the lasso. You just want to make it look a little bit more nicer. Whereas this is like, I'm doing it quick. This is a little bit more time. But I was thinking like, what if I did like, what if I had like the light bulb or the cap and the gown? You feel like you know what you're drawing, what you're doing, then you probably don't need to look up pictures. But I definitely like using references if I need help with anything in my drawing. So this could be like an idea that I could do with my light bulb, cap and gown. That could be a nice little logo that you're doing. And then maybe I could put like the DW in the gown itself, or the not the gown, the cap. So that could be an idea. All right, so come up with 5 different drawings ideas. Optional if you want to color. Definitely if you're doing like a rainbow or something, it might be easier to color it than just being like, oh, these are like the lines for the rainbow. At least you have like a visual idea of how the colors will look. All right.